Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, head currency analyst. In this video, we're going to go through the Forex Friday market wrap. We're going to highlight the markets that we kind of talked about this week, what happened to them, and what we could be seeing next. So we're going to start off here with the US dollar index. We talked about price basically coming back into this previous structure in here and whether we would find support in this area or whether we'd break out this area. Now at the moment, as it currently stands, price is still technically bearish here. We have at the moment Fed Chairman Powell speaking. He has talked about the fact that that inflation could be higher basically, and that they are positioning themselves for a range of outcomes, which is one of the things that he said. So not necessarily a dovish tone, not necessarily a hawkish tone. They are going to continue the taper through Q1, so it's going to be interesting to see how they shape up in the near future. But the markets at the moment aren't particularly reacting too much to that. If I actually go to the 4-hour time frame, we've largely just ranged here and nothing has really come of it. Now if we look at the weekly time frame, technically we are in an uptrend. We've talked about this recently, and the market is back at previous structure highs. So as trend traders, we would likely want to look for price to start pushing back to the upside for the US dollar. However, there's no evidence that price is going to do that just yet. What we want to actually see is the technicals now line up with that potential outlook. Now, what would that look like to me? It would be a change in time frame, a change of trend on a lower time frame. So what I would like to see, if the dollar was going to start strengthening from this area here, is a break above the previous swing highs. If it does that, then we can start considering looking for long positions and the dollar to get stronger again. At the moment, still technically on the bearish side until that changes, because we could see price still fall and break through this 93.40 area for price to maybe fall a little bit further back to this trend line support. So US dollar index still technically in an uptrend, just waiting for some confirmation before looking for potential buying opportunities. Now that led us on to euro this week. Euro, we talked about being long in this market. We talked about some swing trades and opportunities, and one move that we talked about was this breakdown just through here, and we also talked about the potential to go long in and around this area as well. Basically all we're doing here is following that weekly plan. When we look at the weekly time frame, we can see here that the market is in a downtrend, very much the inverse of the dollar index, as we know, and price is pulling back and in that retracement phase of this downward move, and we're expecting price to at least test 117. So that would coincide quite nicely with the dollar index hitting that trend line. And if I actually just put this trend line here on the euro US dollar price as well and just lock that into place, we can see that that 117 would be a great area for euro dollar to retest before seeing a continuation to the downside. So keep an eye on this market. We could still see some slight upside before seeing that reversal, and like we just discussed, if dollar is going to break out of those lows, we should see euro dollar head towards 117, where we can begin to look for short opportunities. One market we also talked about this week was silver. We talked about getting long in at this previous structure area in here. If you did that, you would have hit targets. Basically what we talked about was the market forming these higher highs and higher lows, offering us a short-term long opportunity just through here. If price was going to retest and close above the 50 EMA, well, price did exactly just that. Price in here broke through the 50 EMA initially. It then closed back above the 50 EMA. That is our swing trading technique. If you had gone long in here, stop losses below the lows, targeting previous structure highs, you'd have done really well in that position just through there. Obviously, the Federal Reserve Chairman Powell's comments at the moment are causing the commodity to drop in price. So we'll have to let the dust settle on this, and then we can discuss what's happened in this latest speech in next week's Forex or week ahead analysis. So that's looking good. Another market that we liked the opportunity to potentially look for a reversal on this week was dollar yen. The yen has been so weak for so long. We've seen dollar yen really capitalize on this move higher. However, what we were looking for was price to start acting in line with trended environments. Now, what we saw was price was basically in a very strong uptrend. However, we were starting to get these low ranging candlesticks. When we start to see these types of candlesticks where price starts to close back within each other's ranges, usually a good sign that we're going to see a reversal in the market. Now we have. What we were looking for was a retest of this previous structure for either price to continue or break a little bit lower and head lower. Now the yen has been strong for a while, weak for a while. We'll have a little look in the week ahead analysis whether the strength meter reflects that the market is getting a little bit stronger. If it is, it could be something to watch going into the near future for dollar yen to head a little bit lower. So keep an eye on that one, and I'll catch you next week. I hope you have a great weekend, and if you did like the videos this week, please leave this one a thumbs up. Subscribe to the YouTube channel to watch some more of our Forex content, and I'll speak to you soon.